Hello, Capricorn. Healing Grasshopper here to do your second week in September reading, the 9th to the 15th. The world. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, guys. You know what I'm about to tell you, right? You guys have followed me. Um, I've been talking, of course, about Pluto entering Aquarius, but that's part of it. But what I've been talking about more recently has been that change of energy that Capricorns have really been the last to start to feel the change of energy. And in the past handful of readings, it's been like, oh, that the strength of that energy is growing, and there are more and more Capricorns who are starting to feel that change. Whereas in the beginning of the year, last year, there were a small number of us that really were on board and were like, yeah, it's hard now, but we know it's changing, with a large number of Capricorns who are like, uh-uh, that's a load of bollocks. um, and nothing's getting any better. It's all lies, right? So shout out to my folks in the UK. I love your little sayings and slang. Really funny to me. Anyway, so the world. So why did I say all that? When you have the world starting out in a reading, this is unmistakable energy. This is not energy that, you know, half the collective feels and the other collective, half of the collective is like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is pretty in your face energy. So this is the energy that I have been waiting for all of the Capricorns to feel this, auspicious energy. Um, because because I'm a Capricorn sun, for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm in the trenches with you. It really frustrates me and upsets me to see Capricorns feeling like they are not on the same page and feeling like they're left behind, you know? And I even did a few videos last year, no Capricorn left behind, because I didn't want anyone to feel badly that they weren't getting their piece, their share of the pie, you know? So anyway, it was very long-winded, but this is just I I don't know how else to express that I'm so happy to see the world show up in this position. The world is us coming through a portal and the paradigm switching for us, and the energy really starting to lock into place. So, what does this one card tell me about this week? That there are going to be some things that happen this week where we're like, wow, are things really changing? I think they are. Like you look around you like, oh, look, there's a new sapling growing in the ash, because I've also made the excuse me. I've also made the analogy of like all of this is like a forest fire, you know, um, where forest fires are terrible, they're devastating, and directly after that, it looks terrible. Everything's burnt down and ash everywhere, but then um, later, you come back to the same area and there's like little saplings growing, and you're starting to see the saplings. Like, oh, the heat is gone. And oh, look at all these beautiful little um, new plants growing. And look at the baby bunny, reversed. No, Knight of Cups. Okay. So, Capricorns, after seeing the world card like it describes in this position, would really love for the next card to be the Ten of Pentacles, or, the Nine of Pentacles, that kind of thing. Nine of Cups. But we got Knight of Cups. Um, so Nine of Cups coming out of the world is moving towards love. Now, this doesn't need to be romantic love, because I feel that Capricorn groans. Some of you are happy about that. Um, but in this kind of crisis that we've all come through, I don't think there are too many Capricorns that are like, yay, love. There's hardly a single one of us. We're like, F love. We want the pentacles. Um, but Knight of Cups can include romantic love, possibly. Is it for even a small group of us? Not really. Like a small percentage, maybe. But what this is talking about is how you are feeling. This is you moving towards optimism and moving towards your dreams. Because cups can also represent the things that bring our emotions out, our positive emotions, right? Like our heart's desire, our dreams, you know. So this is you moving towards your dream on a horse, on a white horse. Okay. So and he's got his, luxurious armor on. This is a cool cat here. He's with the royal guard. This is no peasant, you know. So what does that mean? This is someone who yes, fights for what he wants. And that's included in this, but this guy is not starving. He is well fed, he is well taken care of, he is respected and in high regard. He has status, right? So what I'm getting at here is that before, when we were experiencing the Pluto and Capricorn energy, that was us really in the trenches. Not on a horse. Okay. We were more Five of Pentacles, on foot with crutches in a blizzard, you know, like not fun. But now we are cleaned up, right? On our horse, in our, fancy regalia. It's very, very different. You know, traveling with ease instead of trudging through a blizzard. I didn't ask if both of these are ours, right? Okay. Reversed? No. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles is saying we've got to let go of control, which is something that earth signs, well, at least Virgo and Capricorn anyway. Um that's always a challenge for us because we are productive signs. We get shit done. And we're no strangers to hard work, but we tend to lean on the hard work all the time like something needs to be done. We cannot rest, it needs to be done. We have to keep climbing, doing, right? So this is, I wouldn't be surprised if like Four of Swords didn't come out too. This is like, you can't, don't micromanage your life. You can't control everything. It's time to lighten up. There's much less fires that you need to put out, right? Yeah, see. So we've got Five of Cups here. This is, and it's come out after the Four of Pentacles. So they're very closely related here, even though they're on different ends of the reading. They're connected in their order. Um, it's like, why are you like this? Because of this, right? You're so, this is almost like neuroses, you know? Like Capricorns are so traumatized that we're just like, oh my gosh, we have to go, go, climb. Meanwhile, the birds are singing, Bambi's running through the meadow, like there's no problem here, right? But we're still like, oh my God, we have to go. The forest is on fire, and all the woodland creatures are like frolicking in the wood, and they're like, what are you talking about? Everything's fine, you know? That's what this is. Then you have, why are we like this? Because of what we went through. We're traumatized. We've got PTSD from the past 20 years. So we've got to allow ourselves to heal from this. And how do we do this? Here with our heart's desire, focusing on what makes us happy, not what scares us or makes us sad. What else we got scared? Feel like this is reversed. No, the sun, right? This is exactly what I was saying. The sun. This is, the woodland creatures frolicking in the meadow. And the placement too. First of all, it's in the middle of our reading. So the sun is very prominent in this reading, but I love the way the Five of Cups, he's got his back turned away from the sun. And the two cups here, of course, right? It's like we don't see it. But, right? The sun has a diagonal to the world. So this is what's on the end of this portal is the sun. This is what we're going through right now. We've just got to pick our heads up. And I've brought it up in other readings. And this is a song that comes up very often in my readings and in my own life when this kind of Five of Cups uh, emotion comes through, which is um, Sounds of Blackness optimistic. And I know a lot of you who follow me are like, oh yeah, I talk about that song a lot. If you've never heard the song, I'm sorry, um I don't have much room in my description box. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. But just just Google it or put it in the YouTube search box. Sounds of Blackness is the band. Optimistic is the song, and really pay attention to the lyrics. It is one of a few songs that always gives me chills. Um, and it's very inspiring to me. Um, and that's even in the song too. Um, you'll be inspired. I forgot what they say before that. Anyway, the sun and the worlds. These are very important cards to have for Capricorn. I'm sorry. I'm trying to draw myself out of my own head here because I'm just the progression of the readings from last year to this year. It's thank goodness. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups moving towards your dreams. Queen of Cups is how you view your dreams. There are two messages that the Queen of Cups is talking about. Number one, we have been through a lot, so we have learned to protect our hearts, right? And that this is, it's like, remember the neuroses that I was talking about, right? But this is the good thing that's come from this trauma, which is learning how to protect our hearts. And she's got a covered chalice here. She's learned that she's not going to open this chalice for just anyone. You know, she's going to be very careful about, you know, who she opens that chalice for. But this also talks about, again, your heart's desire that I was talking about here, and how she values those desires and holds them dear, and that she is not, it's like she has respect for her own desires, you know, because Virgo and Capricorn, um, and maybe to a degree Taurus, um, but we'll just talk about Capricorn here. Capricorn is very much about work, 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 and can oftentimes lose sight of the prize. Like, why are we working so hard? You know? But what I really mean is that you have a heart's desire that everyone has, but you can, Capricorns have the tendency of setting those kind of things aside, like, oh, that's silly, you know? Those dreams are pipe dreams. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got work to do, type thing. But Queen of Cups is never like that. She knows that her dreams are important and she keeps them in a beautiful jeweled chalice. So this is protecting your heart and your dreams. Page of Pentacles. Lovely. Not reversed. Okay. So, and it's under the world. and the Five of Cups. Going through a portal, focusing on trauma in the past and not seeing the blessings that the universe is trying to give you. And then you've got the Page of Pentacles, which is you finally starting to see the value in your journey. You know what I just thought of? You know the Wizard of Oz when they tell her to follow the yellow brick road and she's like, yellow brick road, what are they talking about? And then she sees like one gold brick and then her gaze moves up and she starts to see a bunch of them and it turns into a road. This is the scene, the one brick road. I mean the one gold brick. We need three more, please. King of Pentacles. This is the one gold brick that turns into like the city of Oz. Yeah. This is the road and the city. Right, devil. Yeah. Reversed? No. Wait a minute. Didn't we have the devil? We had the devil in the same spot in the last week. Or was it in the monthly for this month? All right. Let's. So what the devil is saying here is don't forget who you are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was definitely you guys, because I'm remembering what I said too. That for Capricorns, this is very much like getting the Empress card here. Because the Empress card is the card of exaltation. Like, um, she is in her throne, in her luxurious surroundings. You know, she knows who she is. She is the Empress. You know, there's no one above her. She's not even a queen. She is an empress, you know? The devil, so the empress knows who she is. This is about us knowing who we are, right? The devil is all about, for Capricorns anyway, is mastery over habits, vices, false beliefs, all that negative self talk, all of that. That keeps us tethered to low vibration, right? Um, and this is definitely corresponding to this energy up here, where this is like, don't forget who you are, shed that neuroses, untether yourself from the devil, because you have mastery over the devil. No one deals with the devil like a Capricorn. Nobody. You know, you're like, trouble. Oh, yeah, bring it. You know, we know how to deal with that. That's not to say that we're not traumatized by things because we are, but no one perseveres like us. We are the survivors of the zodiac, right? That's what this is talking about. Like, don't let any of this mess stop you. Reverse. Nine of Wands. Yes, you are tired, Capricorns, but the worst is behind us. We've been through so much. We're not going to stop now. And we're certainly not going to let the devil hold us back. This is what the devil makes us feel like. The devil energy is what makes us stop and, whew, I'm tired. Can I keep going? Can I really keep this up? Is it worth it? Yeah, that's all the devil. Devil. Not today. Have a seat. The devil is not the boss here. You are. And yes, it may have been difficult, but you're going through a portal and you're moving towards your heart's desire. Oh, Three of Pentacles is about proficiency in a skill, but also proficiency in a skill, right? Look, it's in the diagonal line here. That this is not talking about a mundane skill here. We're talking about spiritual skill, mastery over trauma. Because when we go through adverse situations, we have to remind ourselves that it is not random. It is not a coincidence. We're going through this for a reason. The universe is trying to teach us something. And that's one of the things I realized after the biggest loss of my life years ago. It triggered a spiritual awakening. And I learned one of the first things I learned was in an adverse situation, you look around you and you really take the time to assess things and think to yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here? And maybe some of you literally did that, but you got here in other ways too. It may not have been talking to yourself in the literal sense, it doesn't matter. You were still going through traumatic things that taught you how to cope and taught you how to transmute and overcome and survive. Look at the devil. This is spirit saying, yes, mastery over the devil. Difficulty, self-limiting beliefs. Oh, and look at how it's attached to the Four of Pentacles here, right? The devil, and I said this here, the devil causes this feeling. The micromanaging, the neuroses, the PTSD. The world. Oh, the chills. This is double down on moving through a portal. And again, it's come out after the devil and it's in a diagonal line with the devil and the sun here. Excuse me. The devil is not going to. What did I say about the Four of Swords before? I was talking about it here. That I wouldn't be surprised if the Four of Swords didn't come out. This is. It's time to take it easy. It's time to take a breath. Right? The time of go, 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 go is over. Yes, we can take a breath. But take a nourishing breath, right? Not an exasperated breath. And this is also reflection on what you've been through and looking at it in a healthy sense. so that you can heal and get past it, not spinning your wheels in the negative. High Priestess. Reversed? No. The High Priestess. As you're going through this portal, and even after you come out of the other ends, your intuition is crucial in dealing with the devil, right? Because the high priestess sees the devil's tricks. The devil has all kinds of deceptions to make you forget that he's there. What's that? What's that acronym of fear? False evidence appearing real, right? That's the devil. Appearing real is the most uh, important part of that acronym in this context, anyway. Appearing real, because that's what produces this. It appears real, so you feel that you have to act, you have to do something about it. But the high priestess, utilizing your intuition, is going to alert you to the fact that it is indeed false evidence. As soon as you realize that it's false evidence, you can let it all go. It has no power over you. So, and that's one of the things that you've become proficient in. Three of Pentacles. Proficient in, you have, a PhD in fear, false evidence appearing real, because you have been through it for the past 20 years. Well, Spirit, can we have, let's do two cards for the week. What are we to expect for this week for Capricorn? The star. Okay. I also saw the Three of Swords. The star is very much like your ships coming in, the Three of Wands. This is wishes granted. Now, does that mean the full wish is going to be delivered? And she's attached here to the Queen of Cups. Um, is the full wish going to be granted this week? I don't know. I'm going to let you guys tell me in the comments with whether that's true for you in this week. And by the way, wait until the week matures a bit before you tell me. I mean, if you want to comment anything else, it's fine, but don't be so quick to say no, because this is going to come out before the week starts. You understand? So let's let the week develop a bit and then come back and tell each other. Um, At the very least, it's going to show you the potential of this dream becoming real. Because before we were talking about how we disregarded our dreams and our wishes. We thought they were silly. And Six of Cups might be our next card, but because I just thought of Six of Cups. But anyway, it's maybe something like you want a career in music or something, and then you're out one night or something and someone and you meet a producer or something just out of nowhere, and you hit up a conversation and you're like, wow, you see a path somewhere. You're not sure where, but it's related to your dream, something like that. You get a sudden connection to that dream that kind of moves you in the right direction. Can we have one more? The Magician. Gorgeous. The Magician is manifestation. Manifestation of a dream. It's coming, Capricorn. The Six of Swords is moving away from the trauma, but a finally feeling like you're moving away from the trauma. You know, so in the past few months, in the past year, and last year it was like when you got a card like this, you're like, yeah, yeah, there are things that happened, and yeah, I'm trying to move away from it, but it didn't feel like you were really getting away from it like you feel now. Like you really are starting to feel like it is indeed in your past now. You may still smart from it, but still in your past. Since we've got three here, let's just have one more. Ace of Swords. Clarity. Amazing how the cards fit. Clarity from uncertainty where things are going to go. This is moving away from trauma, but and knowing that anything is better than where you were. Like, let's just get out of here. I don't care where I'm going. Let's just go. This card is saying, um, but this is clarity, and I know where I'm going now. I know where I want to go, and I know the direction that I need to go in to get it. Okay, so beautiful reading. This is much longer than I've been doing, but you know, I always give a little extra to my cappies. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys in the comment section. I love hearing from my cappies, especially. Tell me what's on your mind. I'll be there to answer every single one of you. Those of you who know me know that that's true. I never miss a single comment. Okay? Um, Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. Mm, sip of water. Um, it is a very small, quick gesture, costs you nothing, but means the world to me and really helps the channel grow. If you are really inclined to helping the channel grow, though, what you can also do is go to the playlist that I've made. There is a Capricorn playlist. You can put it on as background noise with the autoplay button clicked. Um, and you can also continuous play while you're sleeping because watch hours are everything to help a channel grow. Okay. I also have timeless videos. I've got pick a cards. Have at it. There's plenty of content for you to choose from. Also, I'm assuming that this is your sun sign that you're watching. What you may not realize is that your moon rising and north node signs are just as important as your sun sign and will help give you a broader picture of things, a clearer. Okay, if you don't know what those are, you can calculate them easily and for free online. Just Google calculate my blank sign. You'll find plenty of websites to do it for you for free. Find out what they are, come back to Healing Grasshopper channel and listen to the corresponding videos. Um, Shout out to all of my viewers. UK, US, Canada, Australia. I see you in my analytics, and I'm always thrilled to see you. And I'm really, really happy that you guys show up. I appreciate you. My non-English speakers, you blow me away. Spanish, Portuguese speakers, um, Filipinos, and Indians. I also see you in my analytics, and I'm very grateful for you. I had a Hindi speaker ask me in the comments recently to start dubbing my videos in Hindi, which I really appreciated the request. Um, Certainly someday is my answer. But the thing is, dubbing is very, very expensive. Um, so I would ask all of you to please stick with the subtitles for now. And at some point, as the channel grows, we will get there together. Just stick with me, help the channel grow, and it's a definite possibility. Okay? I will speak to you guys soon. Love, light, and many blessings.